Ça va être une dinguerie. Salut user. Ça c'est le premier trailer. En vrai, qui ne l'a jamais vu, genre? Qui ne l'a jamais vu en vrai? Ah mince, je vous entendais pas, attendez.
Incredible year. Tricky Trials update, Marketplace Summer
C'est bon,
Celebration,
vous l'entendez.
and End the Cup Championships.
Ça, j'ai pas vu.
I started working on Minecraft and Minecraft-related projects nearly 14 years ago. At first, I was coding back when Mojang had a small apartment-turned office here in Stockholm.
Bah, je monte pas de
Now
là.
I'm Mojang's Chief Creative Officer, and I try my best to help all our teams to create the greatest Minecraft experiences. The world of Minecraft is still growing in many ways, and you might wonder how it's possible for us to explore so many stories and interpretations of the universe. The truth is that you, our community, have been doing this since the beginning. Every player has their own story to tell and their own take on what Minecraft is. We take inspiration from that creativity when we explore new things. Minecraft Dungeons told the story of the Arch-Illager, and Minecraft Legends went back in time and let you lead mobs into battle with a piglin invasion. Today, you'll hear about some of the upcoming ways we're telling stories beyond our games and exploring more interpretations of what Minecraft can be. Soon we'll get to see the world of Minecraft brought to life on the big screen thanks to our upcoming film, a Minecraft movie. I had the opportunity to travel all the way to New Zealand and finally see the production firsthand. It's one example of how Minecraft is growing in entertainment. But at the heart of it all is still the
J'espère en
game.
vrai qu'il va être
The
bien
teams
le
working on
live.
Minecraft are
Enfin, le
ambitious
film.
and want to create the best tools and technologies that will help us and creators to make more Minecraft stories. The core vanilla gameplay team did a tremendous job with Tricky Trials. Now we're planning to have a change of pace in terms of releasing new features. Earlier this year, they released the Armored Paws drop, which included Armadillo and new Wolf variants. And the ambition is to continue to drop more feature nuggets more frequently. These more regular updates will replace the yearly summer update that you might be used to. This will also allow us to
c'est
consider
bien, en
long-term
vrai.
improvements to ensure we can build Minecraft for the long run. When we expand into new areas, our primary creative principle is that it starts with vanilla. Because, just as the trailer
c'est
you saw,
normal.
that is what brought us here and it's still our favorite game. For
Pas de
15 years and
mode, genre dans le
counting,
mode
you
normal.
can rely on us that our dedication will last another 15 and more.
je veux Smug en fait. Il est trop beau.
Hello everyone, I hope you all are well. As Jens mentioned, we in the core game team are working on drops, and today we are excited to show you 2 of them that we have been working on.
En vrai,
Both
c'est
of
dommage
them
qu'ils ont
will
été
release within
leakés,
the
genre.
next few months. A little bit later in the show,
Parce
we
que-
will, for the first time, show you a completely new
Bah, en fait,
drop
genre, ils ont fait un post
that
sur le
has
site
a new
officiel
biome
en
with
résumant
its
tout.
own unique mood. But before that, we would love to start with our next drop. It's a combination of 2 things many of you have been wishing for. It's hardcore mode in Bedrock and bundles. And we call it
Bon, le
Bundles of Bravery.
Ah, les
And we have
bundles,
2
frère, ça fait
amazing
3 ans qu'on
clever
les
team
attend.
members that will show more.
Alors que, en vrai, genre, quasiment personne va l'utiliser. Genre, va y avoir même pas 1% qui vont l'utiliser.
Hardcore mode is your traditional Minecraft experience, except with one life to live. Playing hardcore mode brings back that feeling of
quoi,
the first
c'est-
time that you play Minecraft. Because everything is new, everything is dangerous, but now your entire playthrough, everything is dangerous all the time. And that adds to the level of excitement that you have for everything that you
Bah,
do.
ça a déjà été
Everything is
disponible
new,
sur Java
everything
depuis
is scarier
des dizaines
because you
d'années.
can't afford to
Enfin,
make
une dizaine
any of
d'années
those
au moins.
mistakes. In Java and in Bedrock, we have a very different menu experience for getting into hardcore mode. So in Bedrock, we have this nice little toggle that you flip that says, I want to play this in hardcore mode. But my favorite part is that in the corner where you have your little image of your world that you're about to join, a little outline appears, and then the hardcore heart like starts to pulse there. So you really know that you're going to have a very difficult experience in front of you. When you've been playing Minecraft for a long time, you get into a routine.
Bah, pendant les, genre,
And
les,
you do things on the
la
regular that are
première
just
ou
very
les
normal
premières
for
heures,
you. When you play
oui, ça va être
hardcore
difficile,
mode,
mais
you have to
après,
break that routine
t'as de la
and create an
netherite, t'es
entirely
full
new way
netherite,
to
c'est
play
bon.
that is
C'est
maybe a little bit
quasi-
more risk averse.
c'est maintenant
unless you
rare
play
de
very
mourir,
often,
à moins
very
que tu le
short
cherches.
bursts. But your experience
Ou que tu
is
traînes
always going to
comme
be
moi.
unique and very different because that one life to live changes the entire way that you play.
C'est quoi ça?
We're super excited for you to try hardcore mode.
Attendez.
And maybe you'll feel a little
C'est un
safer
bébé,
if you're able to bring
un
those
bébé loup.
extra items with you in
Il
the
est
new
tout
bundles.
petit. Pourquoi ils ont autant de peluches?
This is Matthew, take 1.
We added bundles
Ah.
to help people pack more into their inventory.
Le toit,
So
il est
in old
moche.
versions of Minecraft, if you were digging a tunnel, you might end up with 64 blocks of cobblestone and it fits into one inventory slot. Today, if you dig that same tunnel, you're going to get a lot of different blocks. Even if it's only 64 blocks in total, they're going to take a lot of inventory slots because they don't stack together.
Ouais, moi je
A
vois pas
bundle lets
trop
you pack those
l'utilité, genre.
items together,
Je suis
reclaim
d'accord,
that
c'est
space,
utile,
and have
mais
an inventory
pas
that feels
tant
like
que
it
ça en
did back
fait.
in the early days of Minecraft.
Genre pour les débuts, ok, mais dès que t'as les...
When we first came up with the idea
Sur le
for the
Gearbox, ça va
bundle,
plus
we
être
wanted
utile
to
en
make
fait.
sure it was actually going to be
Et
useful.
puis qui va
So we
vraiment
watched a whole lot of
utiliser les
streams
bundles,
of
genre.
players playing
Peut-être
survival Minecraft.
1% des
We
gens
waited
qui vont
until they opened their
l'utiliser,
inventory
un
and
peu les
we took a
youtubeurs pour dire
screenshot.
ouais, c'est le
Then
nouveau
we went
bundle et
through
tout,
all
mais
these
sinon,
screenshots and we said,
rien quoi.
what could this player do if they had a bundle? What we found is that most people would be
Ça
able to
prend,
free
un
up
mec,
8
un
inventory
TikToker.
slots or more, which gave them a lot of room to carry more of anything they wanted. The main advantage of using a bundle is that you can go out for longer. If you're going out on your first adventure,
Ouais,
you can
voilà.
pack things into a
C'est que
bundle
pour le
and have a
début.
lot more space in
Salut,
your
Sam.
inventory before it fills up and you have to come home again. There are a lot of creative ways to use bundles as well. You could create a gift for your friend, dye a bundle in their favorite color and give it to them with their favorite items inside. Bundles are also an interesting roleplay item, or it could be used in storytelling. The idea of having a little bag is just kind of inherently cute and fun.
Villager news.
On dirait trop un truc
Breaking news.
de
We interrupt
2010.
this Minecraft live broadcast for a special report. There's been a monster sighting. Here's villager number 9. Thanks number 5. Villager number 15 here says there's a monstrous creature right there in those woods. So,
n'y allez
number
pas.
15, have you ever lied on the news before? What?
Oui, bon,
I'm
je
not
traduis
lying.
pas
I was
parce
with
que
my
bon,
group
il y a
with the
trop à
monsters.
traduire,
Not
mais
all of them, they're all gone.
voilà,
Maybe they just
quoi.
don't like you, you know, because of all the
Apprenez
lies.
anglais ou
That's
attendez que le
ridiculous.
live
All
soit
right, to
fini.
put an end to these clear
Regardez une vidéo
fabrications,
résumée,
you're
ça
gonna
va
go
vous...
into the spooky forest and prove there's no monster. All right,
vous
let's go.
faire quoi?
Oh, you're heading into the woods.
Ah, la witch. Ils vont faire une mise à jour sur la
Very
witch ou
well.
pas?
But I must warn you, those who enter there never return here.
What? Why not?
No, this is just the entrance, darling. The exit's over there.
All right, come on. Everybody keep their eyes peeled for monsters. Of course, we know there's no such thing. What about zombies? Or skeletons? Or goblins? Dragon? And it didn't look like any of those. All right, what did it look like? I couldn't see it clearly. It was behind a tree. Convenient.
C'est vrai que c'est
wait.
convenient.
Does anyone feel like we're being watched? I hope so. We need the ratings. Did anybody hear that? Hear what? The creaking.
Salut,
I'd say
Lou.
it was more of a crunching. Hey, wait! Where's villager number 31? Is that XP? Ah! The monster got him!
Comment tu vas?
It's happening again! No,
Bah,
that
c'est
could
bien
have
pour
been
toi,
anybody's
hein.
XP. And emeralds. And
J'espère
sign
que tu
that says I'm
t'amuses ce
villager number
week-end.
31.
Voilà.
Help me. I'm being attacked by a monster. It's circumstantial at best. Let's move on.
Déjà, d'où les villagers,
Yeah,
ils
that
droppent
does make sense.
des émeraudes.
Alright, well, I'm convinced. Yeah, let's keep going. I thought he said there were monsters. Yeah, where's the monster? All right, we've been here for a while and we haven't seen any monsters. Yeah, we should make our way back.
Merci pour les likes.
Which way was that again? Oh no, we're lost! What? No! Does anyone know the way back? Villager number 47 will know. He's a cartographer.
J'ai même pas de prénom,
Where's
genre
villager
celui
number
des noms.
47? Hey, someone left a map in all this XP. Maybe there is a monster. There's no monster. Who said that?
Et depuis quand les villagers, ils droppent tout? Ils droppent plein de trucs. De rien.
I stand by the notion that there are no monsters in the woods. But the cameraman and I are going to run away now for unrelated reasons. Goodbye. Huh? Hey, what's behind that tree?
Bon, lui, il le cherche.
Oh no, villager number 9! Villager number 9, are you there? Is anybody there?
Ah.
I guess we'll never know what caused this tragic chain of events. But it definitely wasn't a monster. Ah well, sorry for interrupting the show. Now back to Minecraft Live! Villager news.
Ok, ça doit être le nouveau monstre qu'ils ont annoncé. Qu'ils vont annoncer, du coup. Je fais cette même porte.
It's been a long time since I first announced our Minecraft movie. We've taken
Oh,
our time
j'espère
to
qu'ils l'ont
assemble an
changé, hein.
incredible team
Parce que bon, le
and to
mouton
create
était un
an
peu
original,
moche.
fun-filled take on the Minecraft universe. From us at Mojang, our partners at Warner Brothers and Legendary, our talented director Jared Hess, and some amazing content creators, we're bringing Minecraft to the big screen in a way you've never seen before. All with the goal of authentically capturing the spirit of Minecraft by working with people who play, love, and care about the game as much as you do.
Bah, j'espère.
Let's hear from some fellow Minecrafters and take a closer look at how we made this film.
Pour toi, bisous. Bah, bye les loups, j'espère que tu... Voilà.
I'm
Bye.
Tommy, Creative Director of Entertainment for Mojang.
I'm Jared Hess, the director of
plus.
a Minecraft movie.
We're super excited to share some exclusive information about how we made this movie.
Man, to be able to celebrate that fun, amazing, creative spirit that is
Pas
Minecraft, it
fan
was just
du...
like a dream come true.
Salut sur
We
YouTube.
first started talking about making
Pas
a
vraiment
movie
fan
what is
du-
over a decade ago. We
de l'effet
wanted
trop
to honor
réaliste.
the world. And then spending like 3 months in New Zealand on set, we've really enjoyed the journey. We thought a lot about what kind of movie to do, and we chose live action because it's not something that's been seen before on this scale.
Creators have made such amazing stories and
Salut,
short films
Dia.
and content in the animation space. And it was like, oh, this is the chance for
Dia.
us doing a film to do something different.
And also kind of wish fulfillment, because I always wondered, like, what would happen if I would wake up inside the Minecraft world? Like, how would I survive?
Moi, je sais
would
pas
I
comment je
survive?
ferais.
at
Déjà, je
all?
serais trop
The
petit.
idea of being human beings that are actually going into this cubic dimension of the overworld and how those characters are engaging in that space. And it just seemed like so much fun.
Everything is cubic, like everything is blocks.
We had just
Mais
an
ça existe même
absolutely
pas ces
amazing
blogs, genre
crew
ils créent
of
des
talented
blogs
artists.
qui
You know, our
n'existent
production
pas.
designer Grant Major, he was the production designer for the
Genre ce
original
chandelier,
Lord of
là
the Rings
derrière, il
trilogy.
n'existe pas.
We also are working with Weta, and they all
Genre
had
ça
their own
n'existe
personal
pas.
relationship with the game.
So when they started designing and drawing, it just really popped. What I like about what you did is that the choices you make, they support the story and the character.
Part of that is because just like every Minecrafter, every player, they bring their own original story to what they're doing. It's very intentional that this movie is called a Minecraft movie as opposed to the Minecraft movie. We have an ensemble of
Ok, il y a une
characters,
différence.
these
Donc c'est
unlikely
pas
misfits
le
that get thrown in this adventure
film,
into the
c'est un
overworld.
film. Donc ça veut dire
And
qu'il
we
y aura
experience
peut-être
a lot
d'autres
of that
films, d'autres
through
trucs
one
et
of our
tout.
characters named Henry, who's a young man going through a tough
Par
time
contre, ça
in his
c'est
life,
dingue
and
que genre
he
c'est
literally
vraiment
has
des
to
vrais
create to survive.
You know, I saw him
décors.
on the page and I was like reading the script, like, oh wait, he's like, you know, a young kid hanging in his room, like building and making stuff. But that's what he is. He's like a maker and he's a creator. Such a big part of Minecraft has been the creator community and modding. So we thought that Henry, the Henry character, could represent basically the modder, the person who takes the vanilla game and tweaks it and adjusts it, and then he comes into the Minecraft world and he meets Steve, and Steve knows
bien.
everything about vanilla Minecraft.
Même si...
We've always said that Steve isn't really
Ouais.
a character. Like, Steve is what you make him, right?
Yeah.
And we've all embodied Steve and been Steve and done different things. So our Steve
Bienvenue
is,
sur
this movie
YouTube.
is Jack Black.
He's such a huge fan of the game.
Il n'était pas
After a long day of shooting,
parlé
he was
avec
up until
moi,
the
si vous voulez.
wee hours of the night playing. It was so funny because he would show up and be like, oh, dude, Hesmo Day, we got to try this thing, dude. You know, some build that he did or something gnarly that happened to him. He just loves
mais
the
il
idea
joue
that he's
vraiment
able to
genre...
bring his version of Steve to life.
Play it from the top one more time.
Figuring out crafting was super fun. When the game came out, there wasn't even like there wasn't a recipe book, and people were like, "Wait, what happens if I put these things like that?" When Garrett's character and these new characters come into the world, they don't know the recipes, they don't know what to do.
The Jason Momoa character, Garrett, is a guy that was like a world championship video gamer in the late 1980s. And he
Ok,
kind
donc on
of
a la
peaked then, but
description
he's
de
still
genre
stuck
des
in the past.
personnages, de
He's
leur
got a
histoire et
little bit of
tout.
Arrested Development. He's holding on to that former glory.
We want to show you a short scene that shows Henry and Garrett and Steve. Steve is kind of demonstrating his skills, and then Garrett tries to demonstrate his skills.
Yeah, and Garrett's the noob.
Oh, un petit teaser.
This is a crafting table. Here's how it works. You place these elements in different patterns, and you got yourself a sweet blade.
Par contre, c'est vrai que genre, les décors sont quand même impressionnants.
I'll show you a blade. Yeah. Hammer.
C'est quoi ça?
That's okay, bud. Buckets are useful here.
When we were designing crafting and talking about what should it look like, we basically started at the crafting table itself. We looked at the crafting table, we looked at the end-game texture, and it has this like super pixelated picture of like a hammer.
On peut pas mentir, c'est vrai que même si les décors ne plaisent pas, ils sont quand même impressionnants. Genre. C'est pas que de la CGI, genre il y a que les fonds comme le ciel, etc. qui sont en CGI, mais le reste, genre, c'est un vrai truc qu'ils ont créé, que les acteurs peuvent toucher, etc. Donc c'est quand même impressionnant. Moi perso j'aime bien le film, genre. À part le mouton, j'aime bien. Bienvenue sur YouTube. Attends, mais c'est pour de vrai ça? Ah ouais, mais ils sont allés loin. Bon, ils respectent pas du tout l'échelle de Minecraft, mais c'est pas grave. Après, c'est normal, on peut les comprendre, t'imagines. D'ailleurs, Steve, il devrait faire 2 blocs. C'est-à-dire que les blocs seraient énormes.
Characters that are manipulating the environment and the world and throwing blocks and make it be practical for
Elle, je
that,
sais pas, elle a la
but
tête
still feel
déniée
natural
dans
and organic to
mercredi.
what people
Adams.
experience in the game and feel authentic in that way. This has been so much fun talking about the movie,
Parce que moi, je connais
everything
pas
that's
autre
gone into
acteur.
making it, all of the ideas, the point of view, and we cannot wait to share this movie with the world.
Yeah, super excited.
See you in the overworld.
Yeah.
Oh, elle est mignonne.
The filmmakers are still hard at work on a Minecraft movie and collaborating closely with us at Mojang, as well as listening to the community to continue to shape and craft the film in a way that's fresh and new, but still authentic to the spirit of the game. Look for more exciting updates soon.
Oh!
Do
Attendez.
you want to adventure through Minecraft biomes in real life? You may have your chance with
Là. Ouais. On a de nouvelles bannières. Avec des chats. Des nouvelles bannières.
to journey through a Minecraft adventure
Eh,
in real life.
t'as changé de coupe, toi.
Let's take a behind-the-scenes look before it debuts in Dallas this October and spawning in cities near you in the future.
C'est quoi ça à gauche?
Premise of Minecraft experience. First thing is authenticity. Our goal is to make sure that it is truly authentic for all of you folks.
Un truc
The second
interactif.
thing is defining a new lens from which you can interact with the game, with the IP, with the brand.
This is the story of a village attacked by zombies, and it's your quest to go out and save them. We have 17-foot projection walls that we can interact with throughout, which allows us to do things like fight our mobs, chop down trees, collect those resources, everything that you do in the game, only this time you've stepped inside it. This is an experience where you're going to see, feel, and hear what it's like to be in Minecraft. World premiere is in Dallas-Fort Worth, and then we'll see where we go. Head to the website and tell us where you want to see the Minecraft experience.
À Lyon. C'est la grande ville
And
la plus
now
proche de
it's
chez
time
moi.
to reveal our completely new drop, releasing in a few months. The team has been really excited about the idea of adding a new biome, and we created one with its own unique mood and identity.
C'est pas le pale... Ah ouais. Elle est un peu...
During daytime,
morose.
it's quiet, like almost serene in the new Pale Garden.
Pale Garden, ouais. Il est mort, il est...
While you might feel calm walking around in this forest,
c'est pas calme.
there's also an eerie mood.
C'est quoi un eerie?
Something isn't quite right.
Bah, ça manque de couleur.
When darkness falls, you indeed feel another side of this place. Like the hanging moss shifts from being pretty to really spooky, and you realize that you're not
Ouais, je suis
alone.
pas...
There's something
Pas mal, genre ça rajoute des bons trucs du genre de l'herbe blanche, je crois du bois blanc, mais
unfamiliar, and this is
il
by
n'est pas
design.
bien fait en fait,
You
genre
to feel a bit curious and
genre le biome il est pas bien fait, c'est juste une dark oak en fait, mais juste le bois il change. Pour ça que je préfère les modes du genre Biomes of Plenty qui changent vraiment la génération, qui les rendent intéressantes. C'est pas que des arbres.
What is this place? Why is it so different from everything else?
Il y a des structures,
What we needed
il y a
for the biome is to have like a low
des trucs
visibility, and we've
qui les rendent
created
intéressants.
the pale hanging moss for this. This really inhibits like how much you can see and how far you can see, but you can still walk through it. So you're traversing through the forest and like trying to find everything, but you don't know what will be behind the hanging moss.
Yeah, it gives you kind of a strange feeling when you enter. It's unnaturally quiet and a feeling of something weird's going on here.
C'est vraiment un truc genre, n'allez pas dans cette forêt à 3h du matin, on dirait un truc comme ça.
I really like the ambiance of the new biome. It invokes really those eerie and spooky feelings.
Yes, eerie indeed. And turns out there actually is something lurking in the shadows. The creaking.
Ah là, C'est bien
It's
là.
our first tree-like creature, and it's almost like it's camouflaging in the pale garden.
Bon,
And when
camouflaging
it's
de
dark
frère tel
night,
yeux.
it's kind of hard to see it except those like emissive eyes.
Voilà ce
Yeah,
qu'elle
and it
dit.
also interacts with those trees, which is super fun.
Yeah, there's a special new block that it has a connection to.
When you approach the creek,
Nouvel truc.
you can actually realize that it doesn't take any damage, and when you try to hit it, it points you somewhere in the canopies. That's where basically the creaking heart is, and that's what controls the mob.
Oh, c'est intéressant.
One of the main themes of the Pale Garden and its inhabitants is that there's a lot of contrast from the rest of the world. So when we made the creaking, we also wanted it to feel unfamiliar and different from other mobs, which is why we made it more asymmetric, to really go on this point of like being different from everything else.
Comme il marche, par contre, ça fait...
The creaking doesn't exist on its own. It's more of like a puppet of the new block, the creaking heart.
So the creaking heart and its creaking puppet really comes with a new combat challenge or combat mechanic, both in the way that you need to destroy the heart block to actually kill the creaking, and also, of course, that the creaking only moves when you look away.
So don't blink.
Oh, c'est
I really
un
like
genre
the
de frémie.
sandboxiness of the creaking heart. So if I use Silk Touch, you obtain it, and then you can place it anywhere you want in the Minecraft world. So if you want to be as evil as the creaking heart itself, you can place it and make your friends really terrified.
To embrace the quietness of Minecraft, we added ambient sounds for this biome that only plays during the night, that comes from the blocks that surrounds you, that will make an even more creepier experience for the player. And to do that, you need to play with the silence and the contrast of the silence and the sounds. So to make creaking, I gathered a lot of creaky stuff that will make creaky sounds. Obviously, the biggest thing would be to gather wood and twigs and stuff like that, dead leaves, to get rustling and creaking. But I also recorded salty sticks, the Swedish snack. I think it's Swedish. And one of the biggest part, actually, of the sound is my table creaking, dragging against the floor, and also a chair. I also recorded teeth. It sounds a bit like bones, maybe, when the mob is walking. So it's.
What do you mean by teeth? Oh, okay.
Ouais, c'est ça.
So we wanted to make the biome very gray to give this very eerie feeling, right? And with these gray tones, a very fitting new wood set was going to be a white-colored wood set. And this is something that players have wanted for a long time.
Yeah, I'm super excited for the pale oak wood set, especially that in a lot of places people paint their fences white, for example, for a white picket fence, and that will be exciting for a lot of players to actually represent themselves.
And then we also have like the hanging moss, and you can bone meal it, so it's renewable. So I think like just bringing it as well, and maybe put it in a greenhouse and things hang from the roof, or like a wild garden, something like that would be really fun to build with it, I think.
Yeah, and it's also really unique carpet moss because it also spreads all over the sides of the blocks, and that also looks really great.
We look for a lot of inspiration, so we've looked at all these kind of different forests
Ça
all
peut
over the
vraiment
world.
donner genre un
The tree that stood
esprit
out was like the willow
abandonné
tree, like because it's very
pour
hanging,
les
there's a lot of
builders,
like
je crois, qui ont
drapery,
adoré
and
ça.
it feels very eerie.
Mais arrêtez
Then
avec
we
votre mot
looked at
eerie,
like
attendez,
Spanish
je
moss.
vais regarder
This
ce
was
que
like
ça veut dire.
inspiration for the pale hanging moss that we've used in the biome eventually, because this gives this like drapey feeling without being willow trees, and it was a little bit more versatile and flexible to use in the biome, and could also be used as like building blocks.
Attendez, je vais voir un truc.
We are super excited to see what you do with these new features and the new game drop.
We want to create connections between features because the Minecraft world is an ecosystem and we really want it to feel like that. And the creaking heart and its puppet creaking, it really has a new way of creating this kind of connection. So it's going to be really fun to see you all experiencing it. And it's actually coming to Snapshots, previews, and betas very soon. So soon you can all try it out.
Villager number 9 here! Sorry for interrupting again, but villager number 15 and I have just escaped from the spooky forest. And I'd just like to state, like I said earlier, that I was right. There is in fact a monster in the woods.
C'est drôle de voir que le mot Iri est en tendance de recherche là.
But in my heroic foray into the spooky forest, I, villager number 9, single-handedly discovered the creature that I shall now name the Crunching. It's called a creaking. It literally just said its name. Maybe I should go into monster hunting. I'm clearly very good at it. Villager number 9, Monster Hunter. It's got a nice ring to it.
On dirait un peu un Siren Head un peu.
Now back to Minecraft.
Stick around with us for the first ever playthrough of the Pale Garden in our after show, starting in just a few moments. Our developers will take us on a deeper dive through the new game drop as we bravely explore this new biome together. These new game drops can be played in betas and snapshots soon and will release to everyone in the next few months. We hope you're as excited as us about everything happening in the world of Minecraft. Minecraft wouldn't be what it is today without all of you. From all of us at Mojang Studios, a huge thank you.
Je leur donne le bénéfice du doute parce que ils ont changé il y a pas longtemps de tactique. Mais bon, un biome et tout, et un mob, c'est tout. Genre, vraiment, c'est tout. On verra le prochain Minecraft Live si eux auront le temps de faire plein de trucs et tout. Après, je comprends, ils sont débordés par le film et tout, mais quand même, un truc, frère. Il y a des modeurs, ils sont tout seuls, ils n'ont rien. Ils ont un PC et c'est tout. Ils arrivent à te sortir des dizaines de biomes ou des mobs ou des trucs comme ça et tout. Enfin, genre vraiment, mais vas-y.
This guy right here.
Yeah. Okay. We didn't want this place to be terrifying, but we wanted player to feel like there was something wrong, especially when you contrast this with other biomes like the dark forest, right? The dark forest is really similar, but like it feels like something is wrong here. It make it become pale. There is all this new vegetation, so you get the contrast.
Yeah, I love how it's just all of a sudden you go from this like bright, contrasty world to like desaturated as soon as you walk in. Even the sky is like gray.
Yeah.
Ah,
Then there's no music. There's some eerie sounds playing. So it's really unique atmosphere.
Anna, are you bone mealing it?
I am.
Yeah, that's the pale moss. It's a new family of moss that we are adding. So we have the hanging one, but also the block, the carpet, and for these blocks we were inspired from the Spanish moss and the white moss, and we kind of blended them into a unique block.
I feel like builders will really like design their world in super cool ways.
Yeah, especially with the moss carpet is really fun because when you place it, it kind of gets a random configuration and creeps up to neighboring blocks up to 2 blocks tall.
It's really cool. And the new wood set, we're gonna see a whole village built in it. But it's really nice to have that like white, gray color scheme. Okay, let's look at a creaking before we have to take one on because we're in creative mode, so probably a good time to see it up close. It really, okay. You can immediately tell how it will blend in with the trees and the biome. Since right now I'm like, wait.
Where is it?
But
like from if you're not seeing the eyes and the eyes only turn on some occasions, it's really hard to tell where it is. And imagine like this at night, you're in this forest by yourself, and you hear some noises, and then you start to see a silhouette in the distance. It's really something. It behaves a bit differently in creative mode. In mode, you can actually kill it. Instead, in survival, is because
can you spawn another one? Jens, was that you?
I think we both did.
You're like on command.
You don't have to ask us twice.
Felt like a cue.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's really cool how not only is it tree-like, but it also has these like the legs feel like they're roots in the ground.
Yeah, and you like it's actually rooted. If you try to push it, you can't because it's rooted in the ground. And,
he said push, not kill, just so we're all
making sure. So yeah, we really wanted to sell this fantasy of this thing, which is when it's connected to the creaking art, is invulnerable, and it's really part of the block. It's connected to it through roots, so you can't move it. Yeah.
It's pretty amazing to look at it here, and when you see the trees behind it, it just blends in so much, even with even with the moss.
Yeah.
Okay, Jens, are you feeling ready? Because now you're going to take one on outside of this nice, safe pale garden.
Absolutely, I'll give it a try.
Okay.
I'm usually very cautious and take things very carefully, so I think this is going to be a little bit more tricky than I'm used to.
I'm not cautious at all. I just risk everything all the time.
Me as well, just run straight into it and then wonder how I die.
I'm the same way. I lose my gear all the time when I'm in survival.
I rage quit a lot and then I can't play for a while because, I mean, it usually has to do with lava. I don't know. It's like, from the beginning, I've been a lava magnet and I don't know. It just always happens. Then I can't go back for anything.
Who doesn't love a hot bath, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'll try to think of it next time I die. Okay, so Jens, you're going to go in now. You're going to take on the creaking. The three of us are just going to get to sit here and watch and comment on your playing.
Yes.
It won't only be the creaking, though.
No, it will be all the usual scary things you find in dark forests.
It's a cow. You know, typical.
Small victories.
It kind of came after you in like a very aggressive way. It feels like it. It felt different in the pale garden.
Yeah,
it did
it's the
feel
pale garden.
Yeah.
So let's see what will I find here.
Okay, let's see, Jens, if you can find a creaking.
So far, it's very calm.
Yeah.
It is very calm.
Oh,
okay.
There it is. Yes. There we go. Okay, here they are. Oh, now there's two of them.
Double.
Jens, you have two creaking.
Okay. Now let's see. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
And this one.
The particles are showing.
Where the creaking art is, right? So it's invulnerable, it's trying to punch it, but nothing is happening, but yeah, Oops. And I fell in a hole.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and now it's not looking at the creaking, so they're gonna sneak up on him.
Ow!
Oh, yes.
Anna, you were telling me that that's pretty challenging, like the mob and the block being linked.
Yeah, we haven't done anything like this before, where you can't actually hurt the mob, but you need to find a block that it's interacting with. So it was both a fun design challenge and a nice challenge for our engineers.
Oops.
Oh, Jens's commentary. What?
Yeah, so trying to...
How do you have so many? Okay.
Found I fell down in the same hole again.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out where it is. Okay.